Welcome to the MSP Corner podcast. Before we kick off our show, we would like to share what our main objective is at the MSP Corner. Our main goal is to help CEOs build profitable and self-sustainable IT service firms. We are not just providing tools for IT firms, we will be sitting in meetings with you to ensure your IT firm stays on track. The first area we are focused on, strategic sales. IT firms are stuck selling technology or IT support. We will provide you with the blueprint so you position your firm as an added value to your prospects. We will have framework on how to sell value so you influence the prospect into selecting your firm. The second area we see many IT firms struggle in is marketing. 90+% of businesses rely on antiquated marketing methods. The most popular choice, word of mouth. We have proven methods on how to attract the ideal prospect. Our framework will include how to become the online authority and be the business influencer for an industry. The third component to our package, scaling. IT firms walk away from opportunities because they lack the bandwidth or skill set to scale. We have lined up reputable businesses so our members can hire on-demand resources that will allow them to scale their business. The fourth area we will offer help in, selecting the right tools. In order to deliver value, you need the right tech stack. Our platform will offer information on products that are the ideal choice for MSPs. The fifth area we will offer help in is with documentation. Templates are a critical component when building an MSP. We will have contracts, proposals, SOWs, collateral, and much more in the template section. You will have every document you need to start up your managed IT service business. Thank you for tuning in. Let's go to our next podcast. Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to the MSP Corner podcast. I am your host, Fernando Leon, and I'm joined by my co-host, Gregory Moravietz. And today we're going to give you guys a little preview of February's Expert Corner show. And, I'll give you guys a little preview in the introduction prior to starting, but what we're going to talk about today, let's go over the agenda. And like always, we have a short introduction. And then we're going to talk about slipping my mind. It's called the results triangle: message, market, media, and then a short plug on the MSP Corner. And then we'll give you some closing thoughts. So welcome to the preview of Thursday's episode for the Expert Corner. And like we're going to just quickly go over some of the topics we'll be discussing in more detail this coming Thursday. But I'll just briefly explain the concept of the results triangle, the message, the markets, and the media, and how it's important for IT service firms to embrace this concept, because this will, once you do that, it will help you generate quality opportunities, because it will line everything up once you determine once you've lined your message, your markets, and your media. Once you get those all lined up. So don't forget to join the MSP Corner. You want to deepen your insights and you want to transform your marketing strategies, you got to join us. So you get tips. You will have marketing experts that will be giving their feedback, and we'll be vetting and having plenty of marketing resources for you. So if you need an email automation media tool, or advice on email messaging, SEO, PPC, we're going to have all those resources available to you. All right. So
let's go to the first bullet point, which is the message. So what are we saying here? What are you saying? Right? Many people get too many organizations, I shouldn't say people, many organizations get too caught up on how great they are on their IT services or their services or their products or their features. They are not focused on client pain points. And that's why a lot of messages fall flat and they'd rather list their services. It's just, we see this even with organizations that are making billions of dollars. I get plenty of emails of just poorly thought out marketing strategies. So it's not like you're not alone. So what I'm trying to say is you're not alone. There's so many organizations out there that are just not lining up their strategy, and it's critical if you plan on generating quality leads. So what do you need to do? Well, you got to craft up a clear value proposition that highlights unique advantages for what really what what value proposition does your clients, what are they looking for? What are their unique requirements? Because every industry is going to have unique requirements. You have to determine what those requirements are, and we're going to go over it with Gregory in a second because he is on the technical side, and so he's really in your shoes. And I want to get his feedback on what his thoughts are when it comes to those unique advantages. Now, you got to balance emotional appeal, right, with logical reasoning to so they trust you. So this all has to be worked into your messaging. So keep that in mind. So, Greg, let me just ask you real quick, what tactics have you found or have you seen? Because you get emails, I get emails. Obviously, we both get a lot of emails every day. What message brings what type of message captures your attention where you're just like, wow, this email has hit on all cylinders. I'm really interested in getting in touch with this firm. Is there anything out there that you can touch on?
No, I mean, I get so many. How can you still entertain any kind of a trigger based on
Sure.
the fact that I get hit by like 15 to 20 of them a day? They all are all just spam to me.
Yeah.
I don't ever get alerted anymore. I don't like the conversational ones because I do start reading those because they're conversational. They're like, "Hey Gregory, how you doing? I need help with with this problem I have. I need you to buy from me." And it's like I read the first couple of sentences and I'm all, "Oh man, this is a spam." And so I get rid of them. I mean, I hate those and I block those emails, but they seem to come from an unending amount of fake email addresses. So it's hard. If I'm looking for something, I know what I'm looking for, and I'm looking for a response to an email. I rarely ever get something that I'm interested in.
Hmm.
Nothing comes to mind that I'd ever give a minute's thought to because of the fact that I've been around for a long time, and these things are just numb. I'm numb to it all.
Yeah. No, I know. That's what ends up happening. You become numb to all the messages that you're getting. So, and this is where firms are really missing the mark, the target. The is that they're so focused on the solution they offer instead of shifting that message so they address pain points, right? And I'll tell you what a pain point is, that it works every time. There's like, and this is the advantage marketing firms have is, hey, do you want more leads? Right? Everybody wants more leads. Everybody wants more new business. So that really captures somebody's attention. It's, people are starting to get tired of it though. I could see an exhaustion of organizations just annoyed with a lot of these firms that give organizations false hope, because there's so many pretenders out there. But there's ways to determine if they are a pretender and whether they understand your business. It's very difficult to work with MSPs because they have a unique challenge. And it's not like you're just selling a CRM and you're going to approach the VP of sales with the CRM tool. No, this is completely different. Our model is a completely different animal. So it makes it challenging for even lead generation firms. It's not an easy puzzle to solve. But I think engaging questions could be, I think starting off some emails with engaging questions is definitely something you should explore. And it's something you could track, right? Like which emails got better traction, engaging questions or making a statement of how you're going to solve a problem. So that's something that organizations need to track. They need to manage or be able to determine, okay, this message worked, and let's focus sending more messages geared in this direction. So, but message is very important. There's just no way you're going to generate true interest, quality leads, if your message does not line up with the industry you're targeting. Your message has to line up with your industry, or you're going to be in big trouble. And we'll go into that in the expert corner. But messaging is going to be key to the success of your organization. All right, what do we
well, let me stop you there for a second and disagree with you.
Yeah.
So a customer asked me to get demos from 3 different companies. They told me here's company A, B, and C, and they do identity compliance.
Okay.
So essentially what they do is they scan your infrastructure and see what permissions each person has to the folders.
Okay.
So I tried to get a demo. Tried one company, tried another company, I tried a third company, I tried all 3 companies over and over. I tried one company 11 times. I submitted a demo request 11 times. And they didn't have any contact number on their website, so I could never call them. And so I looked up, I tried to find them, because the customer really wanted to get a demo by these companies. So otherwise, honestly, I would have just skipped it. I would have tried some other group. So I would say to you that no matter how good their messaging was, no matter what problem you think they solved, they didn't even answer my request for a demo. And 2 of them still haven't. I told the customer, I tried one customer 4 times and another 11. And the other customer that I tried, he said he wasn't even ready. They said their company was so new that they weren't ready to take on any new customers. And I was like, what? Just answer the phone is what I have to say to you. Just answer your email, get a chat bot, answer the chat bot requests, and you'll do fine. Because I have been doing this for quite a long time, and I'll tell you, people's websites, the messaging they put on there, it's all fine. But if you can't even contact them or call them back, then you're useless. All right. So yeah, if you don't respond, you're not going anywhere.
Okay. Well, that has nothing to do with the messaging. That has everything to do with the sales staff, or however they communicate internally. Because, hey, I can tell you without a doubt, if somebody contacts us, I'm going to be reaching out to them within 30 minutes. No doubt.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, I was in panic mode after trying to book the first demo with the first customer. I didn't care what their website said anymore. I was like, oh, snap. It doesn't matter anymore. I just went straight to the contact page and tried to book a demo, and not hearing back from them. That was I didn't. Their website could have said that they made poop into gold. I wouldn't have cared.
Well, here's the
It
thing.
just really.
Well, the client probably already did their due diligence. They're like, okay, we want to talk to these companies. What do you think? No? Or did they say you research them?
No, they researched them. They picked 3 of them that they liked. But like now we're going with the second tier because the first tier just never answered us. So
Okay.
and I find this relatively common where people
Okay.
are failing to answer simple requests for quotes.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I had a person say to me that they were too busy to take additional orders for
Yeah.
another project I had. I said, "You're too busy to take more orders?" Wow, never
Yeah.
mind.
I hear you, man. I hear you. No, it's not a good look when companies do that. It's not a good look because you have an organization that wants to demo your product. It's like, ew, not a good look when you turn it down. Yeah,
Turn it
not a
down,
good.
don't answer,
Yeah.
and your links are broken. I had another customer the other day, they tried to send me a Zoom link, and the Zoom link had expired or it's an invalid ID. And they spent like an hour trying to fix it. And I was
Oh,
like, get your shit together, guys. How am I supposed to buy a product from you when you can't even send me a Zoom meeting?
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I like what you're saying about your words, but also there's some common basic stuff you got to get out of the way. If it's not fixed, you're not going anywhere, no matter how good your message is.
Yeah. No. I agree with you. I agree. It's just that that's an internal thing. It has nothing to do with messaging. I mean, yeah, it's unfortunate that does happen a lot. That's not a that's not an anomaly. It does happen.
Well,
And
your advice is to look at the messaging. My advice is to look at the basic functionality of your offering and if it works. That's my advice. I have been seeing so many things lately where it doesn't matter what they say on their site. It just doesn't matter. It never will. I just need to talk to somebody who's going to reply to me. I mean, I
let
have
me ask
another
you this.
project where I've tried
Let,
26 other vendors and they just never respond to me.
let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. You get into a you're arrested for whatever reason.
Murder.
Let's say your dad gets arrested and you're like, oh my god, I love my dad, I don't want him to go to jail. Do you go hire an insurance attorney or do you go hire a criminal attorney?
Well, if I call a bunch of criminal attorneys and no one replies to me, I might have to go to you know what I mean? I might have to go to the insurance guy and say, "Hey, none of those criminal guys are calling me back. Can you help me?" I mean,
Well,
that's where we're at in the marketplace, in the industry. We're
yeah,
at these places where these guys don't even know how to operate basic website technology like contact us buttons.
yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, I think that that's a whole another conversation whether these guys are dropping the ball when somebody contacts them because it is yeah gotta you gotta get back to people within the hour. There's just no way
Within the
around it.
hour,
With
immediately.
within the hour, there's no excuse. There's not at the end of the day, the next day, next week. No, within the hour.
So I'm
But
saying when you got that down, then worry about your message. And
well,
I'll tell you, a lot of people listening to this don't have it down. They can't field a response, an adequate response.
sure.
Um, yeah, they're just unable to. I mean, I'm looking at Fortune 500 companies that are
Yeah.
unable to field adequate responses,
Oh my god, you're
like
kidding.
Microsoft. No, like Microsoft and Apple and Google and Facebook and Meta and all that. They are unable to field any kind of response to you in any kind of adequate Verizon. I told someone today I had Verizon and they laughed. They said, "Why? They're horrible." I can't get through the Xfinity robot. the answering robot. They're like, do you have a billing question? Do you want to add new service? I'm
Yeah.
like, no, and no. And then like, if not, goodbye, F you. And they hang up. And you're like, wait a second. I have a problem I need help with.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
That
I
they,
get it.
yeah, they don't care.
All right. Let's move on to. We'll beat that dead horse till it turns to glue. We don't move on here. So let's talk about the market, because you got to ask yourself, who are you talking to? It's important that you clearly define who you do want to talk to. And I don't want to illustrate this image that you can only talk to one person. No, or one industry. You just have to have a you have to have a unique message for each market. And it's okay to target 2 to 3 different industries. But clearly define that if you're gonna set up an email marketing campaign or some physical mailer campaign, you're not sending a HIPAA compliance message to attorneys, right? You want to line up your message that is going to uh, um, um, trigger an emotion from somebody in that industry, right? So if you're going to send a HIPAA compliance message, make sure it's going to medical offices, because you want to you want to define your ideal client profile. There's just no way around this anymore. There's too many IT service firms, and you do not want to be looked at. You don't want to be looked at as some generalist. You just don't. And I'm going to stick to my guns when I say I'm in trouble. I need a criminal attorney. Oh, none of these guys answer. Okay, I'm going to call my friends now, because one of them might know a criminal attorney, or we might have a criminal attorney in our friends circle who is a professional, right? Because there's no way, and I'm not going to agree with you. Like, oh, I called them all, and they never called me back. Screw that. My life is on the line. Okay, these businesses, their life is on the line. If they have a hiccup, or if they have some type of breach, it could be the end of their business. I don't want to be sound like some fear monger, but if you they're businesses that are breached, or they have some type of ransomware attack, they're done within 2 years if they don't have a BDR in place. They don't have backup and disaster recovery in place, a strategy. They're going to be done within 2 years. It's just there's just the chances of survival are very low. Can you make it? Yeah, there's still a chance for you to make it, but there are the chances of you failing are increased significantly. So you also have to understand your market when you're segmenting your messages. So the CEO, the CFO, and God forbid you're targeting IT managers, but if you are, there's got to be a different message for each one, because they each experience different pain points. CEOs want to see an increase in production. CFOs want to see a reduction in costs. IT managers love features. So, depending on which direction you want to take, you're going to have to determine, okay, I'm going to send a different message to each executive, because it's important. They each have different responsibilities. They each have different challenges. So, remember who your market is. It's just there's just no way around it anymore. All right. What do you think about segmenting your audience, Greg? Any you had a lot to say about the
Yeah, I
about
like, you should do that inside of your CRM tool. You should do that inside of your
yeah,
drip campaign tool. You should do that inside of even inside of your website. You should definitely segment and attack different different verticals
yeah,
appropriately. Yeah, sure. I don't
of
disagree with
course,
that.
of course, of course. All right, let's talk about the last M, the media. Is how are you reaching your target market, right? Because there's so many mediums. There's various mediums that you can start building a brand. Email marketing, you have LinkedIn outreach, you have SEO, you have paid advertising on Google, and there's other platforms like Reddit and Facebook. But again, when you are using, you got to determine in your meet, you got to determine, where is my audience? Where are they looking for me? Because your audience is searching for you. You just have to determine, hey, I'm going to start I'm gonna set up 3 different funnels: email marketing, LinkedIn outreach, and SEO. Start tracking which ones outperform the other, and which one is producing the better quality of leads, and which one is the least expensive. Well, determine, okay, the cost per lead is costing me this much for each funnel. So once you determine it's let's say SEO is much more cost effective, then stick with SEO, because SEO is pretty not only effective, it's cost effective. And in my personal opinion, it's easier to manage. Email marketing is great, but it's going to take a long time for you to build that rapport, to build the credibility, and to eventually build the trust. With SEO, here's the difference between SEO. Once Google determines that, hey, you are the authority in your area, you do provide plenty of content that determines you have the experience and the expertise. So we're going to have you in the top on Google organic page #1. And when somebody is searching for you, they're pretty low in the buying cycle. They're like ready to buy. With email marketing, yeah, that sales cycle is going to be a while. It's going to be a while. And as with LinkedIn outreach, that is also a quick sale process, because those people are ready to buy. When they find you through a LinkedIn outreach, they might be in the market to purchase. So media is very important. And how do you determine that? Well, you can easily determine that when you're working with a marketing firm, because they can run reports for LinkedIn outreach, SEO, and email marketing. Well, that's just going to be a crapshoot. You're just going to have to determine, hey, I'm going to target my all the medical offices in my area, and start sending them messages of value. There's no way to determine, hey, we guarantee you're gonna have 10% of those emails are going to be open. No, nobody can do that. You just have to manage the metrics yourself. But email is cheap. I would definitely go with email. Email is inexpensive, easy to set up, and you can automate. Which media channel do you like best, Greg? That you've not only you're a consumer. So how do you feel when, okay, this is the I don't know how you feel about this, but you give me your honest opinion. I'll be searching for, we're thinking about getting a puppy, right? We're thinking about getting a third puppy, and all of a sudden I'm on my Facebook page, and I see that Facebook ad of the puppy I was just looking at, right? The cookies, they're all working together to keep that purchase on your mind. And I personally love it. I don't know how you feel, but what has been your experience when you've been searching for something, and then all of a sudden you're distracted, and then you're like, oh, I'm gonna go read this story on ESPN, and then you see an ad. Do you find that to be effective with you?
No, I don't. What are those called? Rebranding or
It's it's called
back
remarketing.
remarketing?
Remarketing.
Yeah, so remarketing is, I hate remarketing. Because I look at so many things every day, so I get remarketed on stuff I just, like I said, I was looking at those 3 companies, and now they're remarketing to me, and I'm like, well, you never even contacted me to begin with, so why are you remarketing me now? when I click on your site and then I click on demo, you don't respond to me. So your remarketing is annoying to me.
Yeah.
I think email is completely useless. Like I said, I'm numb to spam,
Yeah.
but it's still out there, so it must work. I think for every 10,000 emails, you get one lead. That's
Yeah.
a lot of emails to be buying to get a lead and to get
It
somebody
is.
to reply to you.
I think it's less than that, but it is low. You're right. It is low.
It's low. I think it's 10,000 to 1.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I forget what the number is.
So you're gonna have to get like 100,000 to 200,000 emails every time new ones.
Yeah, you and all the IT people are unique. You guys get so many emails. You're not really a really good source to tap, to get an honest opinion, because
Oh, I'll tell you my opinion. I like the search engine result.
Yeah.
I think the SEO, the search engine result, is the most effective because I'm looking for something. I get it. I get what I want. Spam never gives me what I want. Remarketing never gives me what I want. Facebook ads don't give me what I want, even no matter what I do. But the search engine result is what is the most effective because it's the only thing that I will ever buy from is the search engine, the result.
Yeah, no. I agree. I'm a big searcher myself, but what I want to say about you and every other IT person out there is you guys are numb to email messages, because not only do you get spam, you're inundated with alerts, right? I mean, you get email notifications about a problem, right? You're also managing the team, so you're getting email notifications of support calls and who's not answering or whatever. So email for you kind of hate email, I would say. I would think. No?
No, I mean you're being mean by pigeonholing us IT people. I'm sure some of them buy from email all the time. My preference is that I like the search engine. Um, I do look at emails, like I said, when they're trying to talk to me. I think it's a person I know or might know, but then I
Yeah.
find out really fast that it's not,
Yeah.
and then I throw it. I spam it. I block it with
Yeah. No.
email address. But yeah, no, I'm sure there are people out there that might look at emails. I do look at a banner ad once in a while if it's got the right color combination, black and purple for me. If I see
Yeah.
something black and purple, I usually look over at it. But otherwise, never look at a banner ad. But SEO, I'm sure other IT people, regular people, like always, once you get to the point of saturation that I'm at, I'm sure it's just search engine results for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But then again, I see, people on Facebook advertising makeup and workouts and all that stuff. They get business from that.
Yeah.
So other people must be doing it, just not me.
Yep. Yeah. I don't know. I agree. All right. Well, that's the end of our show. So I'm just going to close it out with a quick plug on the MSP Corner and what our mission is. It's really to deliver content like we're discussing today. So we keep you guys informed on what works, what you should consider, because as founders of an MSP, we know the struggles. We've gone through them, we've experienced them, we've worked through them, and that's the main goal for this platform, is to help guide you through these challenges. And obviously we want to offer frameworks that solve that marketing and selling challenge. Plus, we're going to have lots of resources that will help you with outbound campaigns, SEO, PPC, and much, much more. So I'm going to close with this. I'm just going to say that.
Well, I'll say some more words too.
Okay, go.
So if you want to become a member of the MSP Corner, go to www.mspcorner.com and click on the membership packages. There's a basic plan that's free. There's a sign up button down there that you can click on, and it'll sign you up as a free member. You get a bunch of benefits for that. There's a member login area that you can also click on. It'll allow you to join us. by signing up there as well. Underneath, there's a Join Now button under the login area. You can log in there, and you can also, when you go in and look at our documentation and our templates and documentation area, there's a marketing package and there's a template package that you can click on, and if you get it'll ask you to become a different kind of member in order to view those, and it'll allow you to sign up for those as well. So go to the MSP Corner, click on membership packages, join us, become a member, and get benefits of membership.
Awesome. All right, I'm just going to close with that. It's critical for you to align your message, your market, and your media. And we're going to do a deeper dive in the Expert Corner call this Thursday. And I'm just going to echo what Gregory said. Join the MSP Corner. We'll be providing you guys with a lot of data that every MSP can benefit from it. So, all right. Hey, Greg, thanks for joining us. I appreciate you making time and sharing your side of how you feel about messaging and segmenting your markets and the media that's being used, because we're consumers and we're also business people that we're constantly attacked, or not attacked, but approached with different types of products and services. It seems like nonstop. I mean, my phone just rings nonstop here. So, but to all the listeners, thank you for tuning in, and don't forget, please sign up to be a member at mspcorner.com, and feel free to share our link with the CEO who will find our information beneficial to their business. All right. Have a great day.
Thank you for listening, and don't forget to sign up to be a member on www.mspcorner.com. Please share our link with a CEO who will find our information beneficial to their business. Have an awesome day.